Well, good afternoon. I just wanted to give you a quick update on what you can expect, not only throughout the rest of this week, which is going to be cold, Arctic air is surging into the Twin Cities and much of eastern Minnesota and western Wisconsin as we speak, but also I wanted to focus more on the pattern change that's going to be coming in for this weekend and much of next week, which means this dry, cold weather pattern is likely going to change. In fact, I have a gut feeling that as we head into early March, we are going to start talking about more snow, more work for you. And of course, from there, we'll probably start talking about some springtime conditions as we head into the middle and latter portions of May. But first things first, I just wanted to show you what I'm talking about. We talk about a pattern change, and this is the jet stream at 250 millibars, about 25,000 to 30,000 feet in the atmosphere. And this is the jet stream for Sunday evening, so this weekend. And what I want you to focus on is where our winds are going to be coming from, this yellow and green area. These are strong winds at the jet stream level, streaming from Southern California up into Iowa. That's what we call a southwest flow in our atmosphere, especially the upper levels. And that usually means certainly a warmer regime as we get more Pacific air that comes into the upper Midwest, including Minnesota and Wisconsin. But along with that, that opens up the moisture from the Gulf of Mexico so that it can start to flow north into what eventually will be a front and a storm system that's going to develop. And it could be more than just one storm system, by the way, that will develop near and along this jet structure. So I'm going to put this back in time. I'm going to go to the jet structure for this evening and look at the difference. Look where our winds are coming from. They're straight from the northwest, which means they're coming out of Canada. And let's even put this a little bit further ahead now. We'll get into later this week. This is Thursday. You can still see clearly a flow, a northerly flow in our upper atmosphere at 250 millibars coming down into Minnesota and Wisconsin. And then finally, as we head into the weekend, here's Saturday, that flow starts to turn to the west and southwest. And then, of course, as we look into early next week now, here's Monday, a much different weather pattern. Air coming from the desert southwest and from Southern California. And then that airflow comes north into Iowa, Wisconsin, and Illinois. So a definite southwesterly breeze in the upper levels of the atmosphere, which is going to mean some warmer air and potential for some precipitation. What we don't know at this time is in this southwest flow that develops this weekend and early next week, how many storm systems are going to ride along that jet stream? We just don't know yet. But what we do know, or at least what appears likely, is that it is going to be cold enough still for at least some snow. Of course, the light blue line, that's where usually a rain-snow mix would occur if precipitation is occurring. This is for Monday evening of next week, and you can see that rain-snow line still well south of Minnesota. Let's put this back in time a little bit and look at it this weekend. Here's Sunday, definitely cold enough for snow over the upper Midwest, the rain-snow line well south of us down in Kansas and Missouri. And then let's even look well ahead of time into late next week. You can see still cold air around at least at 850 millibars, so that anything that falls between today and late next week, so over the next 7 to 10 day period, it appears that it's going to be in the form of snow if we do get some precipitation. So once again, what is a question mark right now, and we'll be able to fine tune this as we go down this road here in the next few days, but what's a question mark right now is in that southwest flow that's eventually going to develop here in the United States, including the upper Midwest. Are we going to have disturbances that are going to flow northeast into the upper Midwest in that southwest flow? That is a question mark that we need to iron out over the next few days, and we're certainly going to try to do that for you. Bye-bye.